programme this week, the Lipman Johnson race proves a hit in Zermatt, Ski TV meets big mountain skier legend Chris Davenport, and it's your chance to shine at the Brits this April. Hello and welcome to the Snowcast. Now, Bethany, you were out in Switzerland, weren't you, last week? It's great to have you back.
Thank you. Well, yes, I was in Zermatt last week for the Lipman Johnson race and we had a brilliant day. 36 teams turned out to race around the resort and they were dressed in some pretty impressive outfits. The teams had to get round either 11 or 7 mountain restaurants depending on which category they'd entered. Team Gringor managed to complete the whole race on a set of tandem skis, whilst the Puckers played ice hockey on each run between each restaurant. Ski Heroes were the fastest resort workers in the race category, and the Foxy Ladies were the fastest visitors. Not everyone, though, was in such a hurry to get round and took full advantage of the gorgeous weather and comfy seating. So you can see all the results and the photos from the event on skiclub.co.uk, and also check out the video from the event on Ski TV.
Definitely have a look at that. Now, it's not often that we get a chance to meet a world record holder, but back in October, Ski TV were lucky enough to get an audience with big mountain skier Chris Davenport at the Royal Geographic Society in London. He was in town to give a talk about his Ski the 14ers project, which saw him climb and ski all 54 mountains over 14,000 feet in the state of Colorado within 1 year. So we asked him where his inspiration for taking on the challenge came from.
I was out on a bike ride by myself in the fall of 2005 and kind of thinking about the coming season and thinking, oh, I don't really want to go on another film shoot again or do this or do that, you know, and the idea literally just popped into my head, the word 14ers. I started thinking, I'm riding my bike along and my heart rate's getting faster and I'm thinking, God, I wonder if you could try to ski all the 14ers in less than a year. It's never been done. A couple people had tried and not been successful. And I literally spent the next hour or two of the bike ride thinking about this idea of whether or not I could do it. And when I got back to my house, I had pretty much resolved to attempt to try to climb and ski them.
So part 1 of that interview is on Ski TV right now, but the next 2 instalments will be coming to you in the next fortnight.
Now, if you are a snowboarder and you want to get talent spotted by a Snowsport GB coach, then this is your chance. For the first time, the British Snowboard Team selections for next season will be held at the Brits in Lax from the 28th of March to the 4th of April, instead of during a summer selection camp. By holding the selections earlier in the year, Snowsport GB hope to have more time to choose and train their teams. So if you fancy your chances of being the next Dan Wakeham or Jenny Jones, then just email your name and phone number to maggie@snowsportgb.com by Wednesday the 25th of March to register. And Ski TV will be there to bring you all the action and all the gossip direct from the event. So look out for that in a few weeks' time.
And now on to the snow. Well, it's been such a great week that I could just say there's powder everywhere, which should be the truth, but we should probably go into a little bit more detail for you. So let's start in Austria. It's very cold and it's very snowy. Loads of snow has fallen this week, particularly in St Anton, Lech and Zers, and they're expecting another 60 centimetres forecast for the weekend.
Well, in France, there's been a big storm this week with lots of snow, but it's also brought with it lots of wind. So good conditions, but a little bit wind-blown off-piste. Best conditions maybe are in the southern French Alps and the French Pyrenees, with lots and lots of powder. And there's also some really big snow bases in places like Chamonix, Val d'Isère, Tignes. So good news, and the snow is set to continue.
Brilliant. Switzerland, similar conditions, lots of snow again. Andermatt in particular is looking very, very good. 60 centimetres has fallen this week alone, and there's loads more today as I'm reporting it, so by next week it'll be even more snow.
Well, in Italy, it's been snow again this week and some high winds and some really cold temperatures. And places like Passo Tonale have got a huge snow base, 550 centimetres, and also Treviño and Livigno have got a nearly bigger snow base, so it's looking pretty good.
550 centimetres. It's ridiculously big. Andorra is, as Bethany mentioned earlier, Pyrenees is doing very well, so Andorra is revelling in some fantastic snow conditions at the moment. In fact, in Arkley today, they have closed because of the avalanche risk being so high because of all the new snow, so hopefully that will open again soon.
Well, in Norway and Sweden, there are some extra conditions. They've had new snow, so it's looking good pretty much across the country, and cold temperatures are keeping the snow in really good condition.
Germany, again more snow, lovely skiing in all resorts there, and there should be more heavy snow to fall all weekend as well.
Well, in Bulgaria, they've had some new snow, so that snow's covered up some of the icy patches that were forming. So decent conditions in Borovets and Pamparova.
Great, now it gets really exciting because we're in Scotland and it's amazing. Loads of fresh snow. As you're probably aware, it has snowed a lot in the UK of recent weeks and it's hit Scotland hard, which is brilliant for Scottish skiing. Cairngorm looks cracking at the moment. They've got nearly a metre of snow at the top. And Glenshee looks really great as well. Loads of really good cover on most runs. So Scotland looks fantastic and it looks like it could snow even more this weekend as well.
Yeah, I heard. I think I need to go.
Yeah, why not?
Well, if you're going over to the USA, they've got some waist-deep powder in Utah and some similarly great conditions in California, where at Mammoth Mountain they've had 104 centimetres of snow over the last 6 days. So
wow.
Pretty good in California and Utah.
Very good. Well, Canada, well, it seems a little bit less snowy there. They've had a light dusting of snow, so they've still had snow, so that's pretty much everywhere that we said has had new snow, including Canada. Sun Peaks had 10 centimetres this week, falling as well, which has freshened up the piste nicely. So that's it for the snow.
Excellent. And coming up on Ski TV this week, catch up with Britain's #1 skier as she talks about the World Championships, recovering from injury and her 2010 Olympic hopes.
Pretty much the World Champs is the biggest event out there for any sport, just underneath the Olympics. I think, you know, especially Britain right now, we're really caught up in Olympic fever because we did so well in Beijing. And obviously we've got the Winter Olympics coming up next year in 2010. But this year, the big thing is the World Champs. You know, it's what everyone looks forward to for the season. It's where everyone hopes that they peak and pull out that run of the season.
Well, that's almost it for another week, but we couldn't go without mentioning our Love Ski competition.
No, of course not. It's our favourite time of the year because we get to hear all your love stories from the slopes. If you've met someone special on the piste or over a few après drinks, then email us your stories. Now, the winning entry will win one of these lovely Ski Club hoodies, and 2 runners-up will win Salomon beanies here that Bethany's holding.
Well, have a great Valentine's weekend. The winners of the competition will be announced on the website next week. But until then, see you later.
Bye.